Good morning. It is Friday, February 27th. My name is Kimmy. If you're new here, I like to knit, crochet, so I have a lot of animals. I foster for a cat rescue. I have a mama and 3 babies right now. I have sheep, cats, chickens, a dog. Our sheep, Dottie, just had her first 2 babies, and they're really cute and they're growing fast. I think it's been like 2 weeks. So I might show a bit of them. They like to run and jump around. They're super cute. But yeah, anyways, this week I did start knitting on the porcelain sweater. Let me show you what I have done so far. I finished the beginning of the top back, and there's stitches placed on hold. But it looks so pretty. Look at this. So there are stitches on hold at the bottom. So for this sweater pattern, you start knitting the top flat, you knit the back part, then you start the front, you do like the shoulder, and you combine them. It's not my preference to knit color work flat, but after the top portion, you do attach the upper, back, and front together to attach it, and then it goes in the round the rest of the way. So it does turn into knitting in the round eventually. You just have to get through the top portion, but it is really beautiful. I am loving this project so far. I've been working on it for like 4 days, I think. I've been working on it for 4 days. I finished the upper back portion. That's what this is. And then yesterday, I did the shoulder neckline area, and I have just started the first color work section for the front part. And it's looking really good. Alright, so the yarn I'm using for this project is Drops Flora in, does this say the colorway color? Name? Oh, it says color 13, but it's a really nice blue. And then for a mohair, I found this on Amazon, and I like it. I like these together. It looks really pretty together. Like, this is what the combination looks like. I'm happy with it so far. It is in another language, so can't tell you what it says, but it feels nice and soft. And this was on Amazon. I don't even know the name of it. But yeah, I'm pairing this for the main color of the sweater. And then for the color work section, I'm using Drops Flora. Let's see, color 31. It's like a beigey tan color. And then with it, I'm using a very stark white. This was I found on Amazon. It's a mohair called Elixir mohair. So I held these together, and I think it looks really nice. Let's do a close up. I think it's gonna be like really pretty, and it feels super soft. This is the first time of me knitting a sweater using mohair along with it. Usually, even if a pattern calls for it, I just don't and knit with like a yarn without it. So this is my first attempt knitting a sweater with mohair, and I do really like it. This feels really nice. I think this is going to be such a cute sweater. Look at this. I love the color work on this project. Anyway, so this is what I'm working on. Well, it's what I've been working on all week, but I didn't feel like I could really film yet because so much has been going on. We had to trap the mama cat that I am currently fostering. I had to bottle feed her babies for like 6 days because we couldn't catch mama, and we couldn't just like leave the babies outside. We were afraid something would happen. So I have the babies. Mama is feeding them. I think she still has milk because they're nursing and they seem happy. Mama's been eating so much food since we got her. So she was really hungry, and now she will not have to worry about being hungry anymore. Yeah, I've just been really busy, so I didn't feel like I could like sit down and actually film anything. It's been a little bit since I posted a video, but look how beautiful this is. So pretty. Alright, so I've laid the pieces flat so you can kind of see where I am in the pattern. That's the upper back, upper front, then it'll be attached at the shoulders, and then under the arm area, I guess. I'm almost done with my first ball of drops flora in the main color, the main blue. Yeah, that's where I am. I am loving this project so far. This is my first time making a sweater with this type of construction. I do tend to prefer the ones that start in the round and you just do top down. This one is a bit more fiddly, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think it'll be really worth it. This is probably going to be like my favorite thing I've ever knitted. I'm assuming, but it's so cute. The next pattern, after I finish the porcelain sweater, I do have another pattern that I'll be working on, and it's going to be this one, Eclipse of the Moths. And I think I'm going to make it in a purple and a white, do the main color as purple, and the color work in white. I prefer, for me, I prefer doing like the main body of a sweater in a darker color, and then doing like the color work in a lighter color. That's just my preference, but I'm also very clumsy, and I tend to spill things a lot, so I feel like making a sweater in like a beige or a white or something, it's just going to end up looking really cruddy because I'm probably going to spill something on it. So if it's at least the main color is darker, it might fare better with me because I'm too clumsy. This is my notebook I have. I'm keeping my patterns in. I do have some other patterns I think I have printed out, but I need to figure out where it is. So this is what I'm working on right now. It is the Porcelain Sweater by Lynette. You do have to pay for this pattern, so I'm not going to show it, like instructions and stuff, but this is the pattern I'm working on. And I think it's going to be so pretty. And I think it's even prettier doing the main color blue. I kind of flipped it instead of doing the background as like a beige or a white. I did blue, and then I'm doing the color work in the white-ish. The lighter color, you know. Yeah. So that's what I'm working on. I am hoping, I wonder if I can get through all of the color work today. We'll have to see. I'm going to drink more coffee. I might go outside and show you the little lambs that we have because they're super cute. And I love them. Okay. Yeah. And here's our dog Comet. We got him in like November, December. He was so little. And now he's getting to be a big boy. He is a half Great Pyrenees and half Blue Heeler. And he's a pain in the booty, but he's also a really good dog. And I'm not a dog person, but he is growing on me. But we really needed a dog. So there he is. We do spoil him. You have so many toys everywhere. You want me to throw it? Woo! There we go. Good boy. What are you doing? Do you want me to throw it? You want me to throw it? No, don't nip me. I was going to throw you your toy. Here. Here. Let me throw this one. These are his toys that we got him for Christmas. Come here. Okay. Go get it. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to go inside and knit. Good boy. Bye. Bye, Comet. Bye, Comet. Okay, it is now, it's still the same day, but now I have finished the last row of color work for the front, for at least the first section of color work, and I've come to the end of my first skein of Drops Flora, so I get to open another one. I'm super excited because this means I just have to do a section of blue, and then I can connect the front and the back at the underarm for making this pattern. Yeah. So that's exciting. I'm going to be able to work in the round soon. I just have to do like a section of blue first, flat, and then I'll read the instructions and figure out how to, I'm supposed to connect the front and back pieces of the top of the sweater. Alright, so it is now Thursday, March 5th, and this is the progress that I've made on my sweater. I did quite a bit today. I finished the second section of color work, and now I'm in the just plain stockinette in the main color right now. So I have rows to go on that, and then I'll get to the third section of color work. I've got my coffee. I've got my cat. Why are you twitching your tail, Timmy? Timmy? Timmy, baby boy. You look annoyed. Anyways, the sweater's looking really good. Yeah, I really like how it's looking so far. I have made a couple mistakes, but, you know, it's not that obvious. It looks pretty good, and I love this color blue. It's really pretty. And then I also have picked out what yarn I want to make my next sweater. And oh, I hope I didn't lose a stitch just now. Alright, good morning. It is the morning of March 6th, I believe, right now. And yesterday, I was plugging away at the porcelain sweater and I finished the second section of color work, and it is looking so pretty. This blue is really nice too. Anyways, I have been enjoying myself knitting this project, and I'm making some breakfast. I have my coffee. I'm gonna knit a little bit on this, and that's gonna be my morning. Alright, good morning. I don't even know when I last checked in on this, but I finished the porcelain sweater. And it looks really good. I haven't been making videos lately because I've just been too busy and stressed. Our sheep had their lambs. My favorite sheep, Liesel, we lost her. She had a retained placenta. We did take her to the vet. She was put on antibiotics and anti-inflammatories, and they tried to go up there to scoop it out, but because she's a small sheep, they couldn't like reach in and get it. And even with the antibiotics and stuff, she started going downhill, and we ended up having to put her down. So I've been bottle feeding her lambs, her two girls. So I named them Maria and Gretel. And yeah, I've been bottle feeding them, and I'm also bottle feeding 5 orphan kittens, so I've been too busy and tired. Anyways, but I did just finish my porcelain sweater finally, so I'm gonna try it on. I haven't tried it on yet, and we'll see how it looks. And I'm also going to block it because it probably needs to like have the stitches relax and stuff. Okay, let's see how it looks. This is my first time trying it on. All right. Oh, I love the color. I think this blue looks really good with my red hair. Okay. Maybe I should have made one size bigger. No, but the stitches might or should loosen up when I block it. Oh, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good. I think I might have liked it a little bit looser, but like it actually fits pretty good. Alright, the sun's out, so it's a bit warm to be wearing this at the moment, but it has been rainy and cold over the weekend. It would have been nice if this was finished then, but it wasn't. I had to finish the last sleeve, but... Okay, I really like how it looks. It's really nice and fun. Okay, which is the first sleeve I did? Okay, the first sleeve I did mess up on the color work. So like, I think I was like off on a row over here or something. But if you don't look too closely, you won't notice it, but I notice it because I know I got off on that row and I got distracted, so it's not perfect. But it's fine, just don't stare over here. Yeah, you can definitely see I messed up. See, it's supposed to look more like that, or like this. It's supposed to look like... It does not look the same. Oh well, it's fine. I'm not gonna redo it. It's just gonna be unique. Yeah, the sleeve is gonna be unique. Okay, I'm gonna block it and get some of the stitches relaxed. So I'm gonna get it wet, and I'll probably lay it out on a towel in the sun on a plastic table. So I'm gonna go get this wet. All right, I've got a bucket of warm water here, and I guess I'm just gonna dunk it in. I did warm water. I didn't want it to shock the yarn, so I didn't want it to be cold. I didn't want it to be hot. Let's get this wet. It's probably wet enough. So I've got my sweater laid out on a towel in the sun. The sun's pretty warm, so I am guessing it'll dry pretty quick. Now, when I did do the color work, I did not switch to larger needles. I used the same size throughout because I didn't feel like it, so it might be slightly tighter within the color work areas. And I have another confession. Okay, so which is the messed up sleeve? This one. I messed up more than once on the first sleeve because I was really distracted when I had been working on that because my mom had someone over. So not only did I mess up on the color work here, this sleeve is a size small. I don't know where my head was at. So I made a size medium for reference. I have a 40-inch bust right now, so I made the medium. I figured it'd be big enough, and it is. It fits nice. But I accidentally knit this sleeve in the small size, and I did the second sleeve in the medium that goes with the sweater. So this, I don't want to redo it. It'll be fine. It's probably fine. I do have more yarn left over, so I technically could reknit this sleeve and make it correct, but I might not. We'll see. I do have a fiber festival I'm going to go to on Saturday, which I'm really excited about. If it's cold, I might wear this, but if it's too warm, I'm not, because this would be way too warm to wear on a hot day. I'll have to see what the weather's going to be like, but let's take a look at all the color work. At least I got the color work correctly on the main body of the sweater. I mean, if you don't look too closely, you might not notice. I did this correctly. It's just because the leaf pattern isn't symmetric, it's a lot easier to get lost on. But I think I did it correctly over here. Does it look the same? Yeah. I'm just not going to look at it too closely. This sleeve's messed up, but it's fine. It's a perfectly wearable sweater. Okay, I'm going to leave this to dry and go back inside, and I might see if I can take a nap, because I've been bottle feeding 2 lambs every 4 hours and 5 orphan bottle baby kittens every 2 hours. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep, and I've mainly been focusing on just surviving and taking care of my animals, and everyone's healthy and happy and taken care of, and they have food and water, so I'm doing good. I have a lot of animals. I have quail. We also have baby turkeys now, so we have baby quail, baby turkeys, some chicks that our chickens hatched that we didn't know they were hatching, so that was a surprise, but we've got them safe so that they won't get eaten by prey. No. Predators. Eaten by predators. You don't get eaten by prey, you get eaten by predators. My brain is not functioning right now. Okay, I'm gonna go inside and lay in bed with one of my foster kittens. I have 2 other foster kittens. They're a little older. One is slightly sick right now. It has limping colici, but that usually only lasts like 2 or 3 days at the most. But he's eating and doing well, so I'm gonna cuddle with him because he wants to cuddle. And so do I. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, my sweater is finished drying after blocking it, so here it is. I think it looks really good. I'm happy with it, and I started on my next sweater already. I did the collar and the German short rows, that's what they're called. And now I'm about to start with the beginning of the color work around the yoke. So I might start filming a separate video for that while I feel like it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm done. Yay! Okay, I think I will say in conclusion, I do love how this sweater turned out. I think it looks really pretty. Would I knit it again? I want to say probably not, because this construction of sweater is not my favorite, where you like knit the body and then the sleeves like separate like this. I prefer the round circular yokes, and then you just kind of pick up stitches for the sleeves. I just feel like it looks more cohesive and nice and like less interrupted in like the color work and the pattern. But I do like how this turned out. I would probably give this sweater a I want to say 3.5 out of 5. I think it looks nice. I made some mistakes, but it's okay. I do like the outcome. Okay, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you for joining me. Hope you have a good day. Okay, bye.